Most off-grid power systems rely on rooftop solar and complicated wiring, but what if you didn't need either? With just a few cables, I can charge my system anywhere using my truck's outlet, no solar, no alternator connections, and over 15,000 watt hours of power. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Dave, and today I'm walking you through my off-grid power setup. What I use to power everything from my Super Pacific X1 to my teardrop camper, and even my Grand Design Momentum 21G toy hauler. All without using solar and no complicated wiring to my vehicle's batteries or alternator. Let's break it down. At the heart of the system are two 12.8 volt 300 amp hour Kepworth LifeBow 4 batteries wired in parallel. This gives me 7,680 watt hours of base lithium storage. I then add in the EcoFlow Delta 2 in the mix, which brings the total to 8,704 watt hours. But here's a twist. Most people wire the EcoFlow alternator charger directly to their alternator. I don't. I connect it between the battery bank and the EcoFlow and use it in reverse. The connection layout is simple. I simply have two Kepworth batteries in parallel, which forms a 12.8 volt 600 amp hour battery bank, connected to an EcoFlow 800 watt alternator charger, which sits between the battery bank and my EcoFlow Deltas. I use the truck's 2 kilowatt Pro Power on board, which charges the Deltas. I then reverse charge, and that sends back power to the 12 volt battery bank. So there's no solar, no alternator connections, and no headaches. Now this is where the system starts to get really clever. I use the Ford Pro Power on board, the 2 kilowatt outlet, to charge the Delta 2 or my Delta Pro. Once it begins to charge, I go into the EcoFlow app and simply flip a switch on the alternator charger, which reverse charges back to the power bank. Let's jump into the truck real quick and let me show you what it looks like to start the charging process. So here is the display screen. I've got the Ford Pro Power, so I simply hit the Pro Power button. I'm going to flip on the generator, and it's going to ramp up here and begin charging the Delta 2, which is what I have installed right now. Why no solar? I've left solar out of this build for a reason. It's a clean setup, there's no rooftop clutter, and no shade issues. But I still have options since the EcoFlow units accept solar input. I can always plug in a portable panel if needed. And when I need more power for my Momentum 21G toy hauler, I simply swap out the Delta 2 for the Delta Pro. This adds an additional 3,600 watt hours of capacity, which pushes me past 11,000 watt hours total. No rewiring, just a plug and play upgrade. And just a quick recap, I have two Kepworth 12.8 volt 300 amp hour lithium batteries in parallel for a total of 600 amp hours or 7,680 watt hours, connected to an EcoFlow 800 watt alternator charger, which is connected to either my EcoFlow Delta 2 or my EcoFlow Delta Pro. So that's how I power my entire off-grid setup with no solar, no vehicle connections, and still over 11,000 watt hours of total capacity. If this helped you rethink your own setup, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and consider subscribing. I've got more gear breakdowns, build tips, and real-world tests coming soon, all with a focus on keeping it simple. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.